The boxing PlayHouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
What's up? This is Sakura A, and I'm with Emilio Santana.
What's up? What's up,
this
y'all?
is Boxing Playhouse's special edition, baby. Oh, it's after dark, and we are so after dark tonight. How you doing, handsome?
Hey, I'm feeling great.
Well, I'm especially excited tonight because we have a world champion with us tonight in the ladies division. This is like a early ladies night before the ladies night. So I guess you could call it Ladies Eve.
Ladies Eve sounds great to me.
Okay, I like it. So tonight we're gonna have the champ with us, Carisse. I was gonna say Clarissa Shields. One day, it'll be Clarissa Shields for sure. But tonight we got Carisse Golden Child Brown. And then we also have the promoter extraordinaire for Colombia, baby. The Nache de Boxeo. Commander-in-Chief, baby. Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. Danny Santiago in the house.
Dude.
And then we have Taz's promoter extraordinaire, Tito. It's Tito. Jesus Escalera. Everybody's joining us tonight to talk about this amazing card that's popping off this weekend. That's right. It's going to be Saturday, November the 5th in Colombia, baby. Tulu. That's the name of the city.
Tulu.
Yeah, you like the way I say that?
Hey.
Tulu. It's Tulu.
Hey, sounds great.
Yes. And so before we get everything cracking and everything, you know what I want to talk about really quick?
What's that?
Well, it's two things actually. And I'm going to get Danny's opinion on this one too, because I'm really seriously upset about this whole Rolly replacement situation with Gervonta Tank Davis. And kudos for Isaac Cruz, stepping up, aka Little Tyson, or is it Baby Tyson?
Baby Tyson.
Pitbull stepping up to the plate last minute and going ahead and saying, hey, I'm gonna take this chance. I'm gonna go and fight Tank the Davis. What do you think about that?
Hey, when that phone call rings for a major fight, you got to step to it. I guess he was ready, and or he gonna be ready because this is an opportunity, of a lifetime. Sometimes these fights don't always come to you. Rolly had it, in his hands. Who knows if this fight gonna come back around to him? So, little Pitbull, he got the phone call, so go on and jump on it, man. It's a world title. He could if he can upset Tank, he'll be a star overnight.
Oh my goodness. I understand all that, but I just got some problems with this Rolly replacement situation. I mean, the man has only been alleged to have committed a crime at this point. There's no evidence. Where is the investigation that the police is, I haven't heard anything about any real criminal department doing an investigation on these rumors at this point.
Right.
And the fight isn't like it's like next week, it's not like it's next year. It's like literally 4 weeks away if they would have had it with Rolly. I just don't like when, I got to take up for my men folks. Just because some people accuse you of something, like, it shouldn't be so easy for them to be able to have an impact on your career until something is actually proven to be true.
Right.
And that's where I stand on it. Because, I stand up for my fellas now. Y'all ain't going to take advantage of my family, my friends, any male that I know. Because I know, a lot of people don't like Rolly. I understand that. This is an issue. Okay. He does have that PR situation where people don't like him. But that doesn't mean that it's right to do something like this. Basically judging him before he can actually have his day in court or have a formal investigation. So I feel like how can I say it? Like it's premature to do this to someone who's worked their entire, most of their life to lead up to this moment for this fight. So this is where I'm having problems.
And why now? You know, I'm hearing these allegations are, you know, old. Why is they coming out right now when this man getting ready to make the biggest payday of his career, biggest fight of his career, and these allegations I'm hearing that maybe 2 years old. I'm questioning the timing of this. It, you know, it seems like every time somebody, you know, got something good about to happen, allegations always seem to pop up out of nowhere. So, you know,
yeah, I'm very suspect of the actual timing myself. We're talking about allegations from 2019.
Yeah.
We're talking about a group of women that somehow know each other and have time to talk about these things. And, you know, I'm going to just put it out there because you have groupies. You have women out here that's, you know, they in Emilio's inbox, y'all, and they be after him because they're like, ooh, shiny, you know, new, handsome, ooh, money, oh, boxing game. You know what I'm saying? Like that I'm sure the boxers have it way worse. Jaleel was just talking about it to us the other night. Shout out to him on his win this weekend in DC, last weekend in DC. He was just talking about how these groupies are like, they come after him when they wouldn't even speak to him prior to them knowing he was a boxer and signed to Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
So, I mean, you do have some type of women that they get pissed off when they don't get the outcome that they wanted in a situation. Not saying this is that case, disclaimer. If anybody does anything to abuse women that is not appropriate, that is criminal, they should be prosecuted and they should be punished to the standards that we have in this country. My issue is making somebody be penalized before you actually have anything concrete laid out. That's where I have an issue. So now that we got that out of the way, which I am going to still ask our guest about that. I see Tito and I see Taz is waiting to come on. But the other topic that I really wanted to hit, and you know how it is, okay? We have this fight week, guys. We got Canelo versus Plant. Does this seem like a fight week to you? I mean, we're for a unified super middleweight title. What's going on? Why is the hype all behind Davis in this Rolly situation? And is Gervonta Tank Davis and his fight kind of stealing the thunder this week from Canelo Plant thus far?
Yeah, people are still talking about the Tank Rolly fight, and you know, the Canelo fight is a big fight, you know, but it ain't really, you know, I haven't really seen a lot of excitement. You know, they had the earlier press conference when they kind of got into a little scrap, but besides that, it ain't really been, you know, a whole lot of back and forth words. You know, people love to see that type of build up. We haven't seen a whole lot of, you know, build up for this fight. So, and then the Tank thing is still fresh in everybody's mind. So, you know, this fight here hasn't really been, you know, bringing that excitement like it, you know, it should, you know, but hopefully when they get in the ring, you know, we'll see the fireworks when they get in the ring.
All right. So with that being said, it's time to ask our wonderful guests some of these hot topic questions since we have them available right now. And also give a shout out for this amazing card that's coming up. So let's go ahead and start out with our Carisse, the champ, Golden Child.
She made me want to grab it.
Brown.
Hey.
Oh,
Lady Ram.
Lady Ram, trainer extraordinaire for Taz. What's up, guys?
Got my cup. Nothing much. How you doing?
Oh, okay.
They ready.
So,
hello.
how's training going, guys?
Great. Honestly, it's been I've been training for quite a while now, but just since the last fight, it's been very good. I've been Lady Brown's been helping me get some of these flaws together, and but it's been going really, really good. I'm very excited to showcase what I've been working on, and like that's about it. Lady Brown, how you feel? Have I ever improved any or?
Yeah, I've learned this training camp. Well, I think I knew it. But just my coaching style, a lot of times coaches want to press, but I've learned that sometimes less is more, less is better. So I didn't do a lot of like physical pressure on her. I let her kind of, she knew the routine and the regimen of, the water, the sand, and the gym time. And so this time I just gave her certain fighters to study, and told her this is what we're gonna apply, for the next like 3 or 4 months.
I really like
Going
that
into
idea, Lady Ram.
year 2022. So so this time was less was more, and just working on it. I think we have our balance. We get it down pat, and I don't know. That's just where we are right now.
Taz, you coming off an incredible knockout in your last fight. They got plenty of views. Think we're going to see another incredible knockout this weekend?
Yes, definitely.
Wow. Okay. That's not what we worked on. But, that's not what we worked on. But we'll take it. We always take a KO. We don't get paid by the hour nor the round, so we'll take. What if she get the knockout? We'll take it. We don't want any damage going into the holidays. So but that's not what we're working on.
It wasn't. It's never to go in and just KO somebody, but I mean, if it happens, it happens.
Right.
I did tell her that if she loses this fight, she's walking back to Florida.
From Colombia, huh?
She's gonna be walking on water because she better not lose this fight. So,
Laura, how y'all feel about going to Colombia?
I'm excited. I've traveled the world. Like, I've been to Bermuda, Guyana, Africa, China, but I have not been to Colombia. So this is a first. And thanks to TNK Boxing Promotions, I'm excited about this one.
Definitely.
Yes, I'm very excited. I've been to Mexico, but that's the only place out of the United States that I've been. So Colombia is like, hey, what you guys got going on?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that you had been to Mexico, guys, because I've been talking to some other females in the game, and you're not like connected. Most of these females are having to go out of the country to get these opportunities, to get some of the experiences. So I want to know how you guys feel about this and this trend. Is it helpful, or do you think it would be nice if you were able to fight more at home with promotional companies like TNK that actually support female boxing?
Right. So I guess I take the lead. Well, in movies when you see usually fights, they usually have been to Mexico, and but it's not just Mexico. They do it in the United States. They move fighters a different way depending on the promotion. So it all depends on the promoter, and thanks to TNK, he is able to connect and collaborate when he's not able to promote in Florida to make these fights happen. So I understand the trend of going to Mexico, but guess what? People are going to other countries as well. They're going to other states. Don't let me call out the states because I will. They're going to other states, to do the same thing. But you do have to have a connection to move like like the country of Mexico. So what's your take?
Right. I mean, we're going to talk to Tito about this specifically, and Danny, and how they put this fight together, and have you on here to get the experience of a whole nother region, which is, South America. Let's go ahead and get Mr. Jesus Escalera of TNK Boxing Promotions on here.
Hey!
All right. And then we also have with us Danny Santiago, which is heading up the Colombia effort to bring boxing back to Tulu. Danny Santiago, Florida Boxing Hall of Famer. Where are you?
Hey, where you at?
I don't see Danny.
Cut the lights on, Danny.
Well, we'll wait on Danny. We'll go ahead and speak to Tito right now about this particular situation. and let us know how you were able to set up this arrangement for her to go to another country and gain South American viewers and fans.
Well, I think it's a combination of what they've done already. You know, they've been moving. Lady Rand's been doing an amazing job moving Taz in her career, meeting different relationships, different promoters outside of the state of Florida that they get this opportunities. With Danny, you know, we were met at the Boxing Hall of Fame, and I think he liked what we did, you know, how we produced the show, and he definitely liked Taz the way she performs. And I think it's nice to work together. You know, this year's been rough for Team K because we had originally 4 shows set for the state of Florida, and 2 of them got taken away from us. But that being
Okay,
said,
hold on 1 second, Tito. Can you guys, I think it's Laura and Tez, can y'all turn down your volume a little bit? We're getting like a real echo from this end.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yes.
oh, much better.
Okay.
Okay, Tito, start back again. I'm sorry.
No. So I think they did an amazing job, and I met Danny, and he got inducted in the Hall of Fame. We discussed some stuff, and he used to promote in Ocala, Florida, and he's starting to do it back again in Colombia. And he offered us opportunity to do something together going forward because of my situation with Florida. You know, a lot of people decided to come to Florida and took a lot of dates from local promoters.
Right.
And so instead of us complaining about it, God blessed us, opened up doors, and we started networking. And we're on track now by the end of the year to have literally 11 shows that we partnered up with different promoters in different states. The same day Taz is fighting and Lady Ram is going to be with us, I have one of my fighters fighting in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, Eric. So, you know, it's about networking. You know, Harry Cruz, we just signed a contract for him to fight for his first title on November the 19th, but on November the 20th, that's going to be in Atlanta. But November the 20th, we have to be in Ocala because I have Angel and Jose Ocasio fighting in Ocala. So, and then I also have Taz fighting out the state for her title. She's going to be going for it. So I'm going to have literally 3 different cities, 3 different states, 3 different fighters within 2 days, within 24 hours, moving them. So I just praise the fighters for staying in shape, not being scared. Their coaches for getting them ready to take these opportunities. It's really all them.
Okay, Tito, turn your volume down as well because I'm still getting the echo on your end as well. Now, I want to just say this right quick. I mean, you adapted so quickly, Tito, that like you know, you surpassed the number of boxing events that, you know, people aren't even doing half the numbers that you just did, and it was just on account of the fact that you was willing to adapt to the new Florida boxing commissions, you know, falling through dates or whatever. So I got to give you your kudos on that. I think that's amazing that you were able to adapt and still find fights for your boxers. Now I want to talk about Colombia more, you know, in depth as far as Taz is concerned. Is Danny ready now? Because he was going to give us some information on, you know, the particulars of Taz's fight. And
awesome.
Let's go ahead and get Danny on here so he can tell us this amazing news about Carisse's fight this Saturday, November 5th. What's up, Danny? We can see you now.
Got the cup. Yay. Luke.
Hey, I got my cup here. I can't afford a gold cup, so I got a plastic cup.
Well, we're having problems hearing you guys right now. I can barely hear you, Tito, but I mean, Danny, but I see you got that cup, baby.
Oh, you got the cup.
Yeah, let's all get it. It's a toast. Uh-oh, Tito, you better get that cup and have it ready next time now.
Water.
You got the water.
There you go. We toasting again. Now Tito was just telling us how you guys teamed up so that Taz could fly over there, the Golden Child, and be in Tulu, Colombia for the fights card that you've organized this weekend, along with promoting with TNK Boxing. So please tell us, what is Taz about to accomplish? Isn't she not like about to break some type of record you were telling me?
I'm sorry?
Danny, you were telling me that Taz would be breaking a record as far as being like, the first doing something for that country, for that area.
Yes, ma'am. Well, for this surrounding area, when I moved here, I'm not Colombian. We've started putting on shows, and we were the first ones to do shows in this area in the last 30 years.
Hold on a second, Danny. Can you speak a little louder? We still can't hear you.
Yes, this is going to be a first for Colombia. This is going to be the first time ever, not in Colombia per se, but in my general area. Carisse Brown is going to break the ice and bring women's boxing to Tuluá, Colombia. And I'm very proud to be a part of that.
All right, so for guys, anybody that didn't hear that, Danny is saying that she would be the first woman to fight in that area of Tulu, Colombia.
Tulu.
So, Taz, you know what this means, right?
What's this mean?
You got to show out, girl. You got to show out. You got to make them only want to see female fights after seeing you, baby.
Right.
And put on your gold shoes, Taz.
Yeah, don't forget the gold now. You got to represent Boxing PlayHouse with the gold. That's the good luck charm.
Right.
All right, so I also heard, Danny, that you're going to have Roberto Duran Jr. on your card. I mean, how did you score that?
Well, when I was at the Hall of Fame, I reunited with some people, and one of our associates, we knew each other, gave me a call and said, "Hey, look, we want to get him on the show." I said, "Sure." Me and Tito Jesus, we're gonna be doing a couple shows down here with my partner Ben. We're gonna do a show November 6th, December 11th, January, and February. And every show is getting a little bit bigger and bigger. And I'm looking to bring Boxing PlayHouse down here. I want to see Carisse come down here. And I'm sorry to tell everyone in Colombia, but I'm with Carisse Brown. I ain't with nobody. I'm with Carisse Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Carisse Brown is in the house. I mean, congratulations on those 4 dates that you already have lined up, and for linking up with TNK Boxing in order to include some of our Tampa Bay boxers in the area. Now, I have to switch subjects because, sometimes I'm feeling a little devilish over here. Now, the subject is going to be Tampa Bay Fighters.
Tampa Bay Fighters.
Yes. I want to know from each of you guys, besides yourself, Taz, we'll start with you. Who is one of your favorite boxers in the Tampa Bay area that you see is somebody to watch, basically? That's somebody that can move it. You see them as being able to garner some national and world attention, possibly even championships. Now, you can't include yourself, guys, because we already know you already sitting there with a belt from Tampa Bay. So now, who else is it out here that you think is a Tampa Bay boxer that's on the move, baby?
Clarence Booth, Mr. St. Pete.
You like Mr. St. Pete?
Yes.
I don't know. You guys might be a little biased since Lady Ram was his early trainer and got him into the sport. I haven't forgotten that. Right, Lady Ram?
Okay. Yeah, we're a little biased, but we have to support him. So, because he has, I think, over 20 fights now. So I think something is about to break soon. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we can only hope so. I'm always interested in seeing the next level of fighters stepping up to the plate and taking chances. You know, you can't be scared to take chances. So, all right, I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna go to Tito Escalera. Who you got on your radar?
Brandon Moore from Lakeland.
Okay, he does have the WBC
What
silver
yeah,
heavyweight title right now.
yeah, what he accomplished in the last 2 years
Mhm.
is amazing. I mean, he's fought everywhere in Florida. He's fought in Mexico. He has he has a belt already. I mean, the kid is definitely not scared of fighting nobody. He has a bright future, and then he also trained with Dante Water and Tyson Fury's camps. So to get
Wow.
that experience that early in his career is amazing. So I think he's the one to look forward to in the future when they're in boxing.
Okay, I mean, I can dig that. That's a legitimate one for us to watch out for. And Danny, who do you like from the Tampa Bay area that you see stepping up and making it to the next level?
Well, to be honest, I'm going to talk about Carisse Brown. I mean, I went to school at USF. I'm a Tampa guy. I went to school there. I trained with Dan Birmingham. But I've been following Lady Ram for her entire career. We kind of, we came up the same way. We went different directions. But anybody that she trains, you got to keep an eye on because she's a great trainer. She was a good fighter. She was an awesome fighter. And now she's a great trainer. And you got to keep your eye out for somebody like Carisse Brown. My favorite fighter from Tampa, ironically, is Winky Wright. He was an awesome individual, mentored me a little bit. But I got to give a shout out to my boys in Ocala. Look out for the boys in Ocala. Angel, Jose, and all those guys over there. You got to keep an eye out for them.
All right, and I want to send a shout out to everybody that's following us tonight and looking in. We got Malachi, of course. What's up, Malachi? We got Tito Ocasio. What's up, Team Ocasio? He says Danny Santiago needs to invite me to Colombia. And then Alex, boy, that was some straight up. He's like knocking on your door, Danny. And then we got Alex. He says, "What's up, Jesus Escalera?"
Alex has a lot of great fighters in Jacksonville area. You guys got to look him up. He's a hell of a coach. Has a lot of good fighters.
All right. Let me go ahead and just say this one more. Let's see. Comment here. Okay. We got Rip who says, oh, he's still getting the echo, even though we tried to fix it, guys. But we'll find out where that's coming from. We're currently trying to work on it, so hold on tight. Let's see. We also had Rocky in the house. Rocky, what's up, fam? He says, we love watching y'all doing boxing PlayHouse. All right. We love you too. And then we got John from the Florida Boxing Commission and Alabama Boxing Commission. He says, what's up, Danny Santiago?
What's up, John?
All right, so I'll get to you. Hold on. Emilio has to speak. Who do you see on your radar getting to the next level from the Tampa Bay area?
I got like about 3 people that's on my radar.
What?
One of them, Taz, is like one of my favorites. Taz is going places.
All right.
She got Lady Ram behind her. Taz is a person that you can call her anytime. She's ready to go. She stays in shape.
Okay, nobody can't deny that now. Nobody can't say nothing about that. That's very true.
A man out of Orlando. I like Sean Mason, the untouchable Sean Mason. Okay. I like him. And out of that Ocasio gym, I love my man Angel Elarasa.
Yeah, that's him, Angel.
And Jose Ocasio. Those my dudes right there, and they going places.
Okay, that was 4, not 3.
I'm sorry.
But I'm just saying, I like your list. I mean, I do like your list. So I have nothing to say about that. But I wanted to just say, shout out to Mark Reyes Jr., Sonny Duverson, and Taz, because those three right now, they're taking them chances, honey. They leaping, they going for theirs. You know, they you got to take chances in this business. Tito, what do you see about the landscape here in Tampa Bay? How is it, boxers? You know, what's going on? Inform us.
I think this coming year we're gonna see a lot of fighters fight in Florida. We're gonna be able to see who's ready to step up and who's not. I mean, there's a lot of promoters that's gonna be doing shows in Tampa next year. A couple of companies that's been out of the business for 2-3 years, they're coming back. So it's gonna open your eyes to a lot of the talent that lives here. And then eventually they're gonna have to fight each other. So we'll see what the dominoes fall in the end of 2022.
Right.
Ooh, you know, Tito.
Right.
I hate to call you out, but I really don't. I mean, I think you hiding something from us. I mean, I got to know. I mean, who's stepping up right? I mean, what you got cooking?
Tell us, Tito. Tell us.
I mean, unfortunately, we're getting a lot of great opportunities for these fighters, and with us networking, these fighters being so humble. Taz is a perfect example of always training and getting ready to fight. That people are reaching out to us, you know. So, like Henry Cruz, that's on our team, he's going to be fighting for a title on the 19th. And then, you know, we're getting other opportunities for different fighters. It's just up to them if they're going to take the risk and take those fights. Because in the end of the day, my job as a promoter is to get those connections and give them those fights they want. You know, if they're going to call themselves a champion or want to become a champion, eventually you're going to have to fight somebody for that. And then if you don't, then, you know, the door closes on you and then it goes to somebody else. And that's just life. You know, you have to have, when you have an opportunity, you have to take it because it's not promised to you tomorrow.
Danny, I know you can speak on this subject as a boxer and getting some of those doors open for you. Did you have a hard time thinking about taking that Roy Jones opportunity that, you know, kind of fell through? But still, did you have a hard time thinking about taking that Tarver fight? You know, tell us what's going on mentally in a boxer's mind when you get these type of opportunities. Okay, we can't hear you right now. It's not that didn't work. We're not hearing you at all. We still can't hear you, Danny. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What's this?
Now?
Absolutely. Bam, we got you, baby. Absolutely. Bam, we got you, baby.
All right. I didn't hear the question fully, but I heard something about Roy. And every time I hear about Roy,
what I'm saying is, as a boxer, when you are given these type of opportunities, you know the game. And you were willing to take those opportunities. I mean, tell us what mentally goes through your mind as a boxer as to whether you should take a fight that's offered to you or not. Because, I mean, I'm new to the game myself, but I've been told by this one, and from what I experienced, is that a lot of these calls come kind of like a last minute situation, or you know, they want you to be a different weight than what you really are in order for you to get, you know, the TV time. Like, explain to us like how you felt mentally when you were offered some of these high profile fighters like Antonio Tarver or Roy Jones or some of the other people you fought.
Well, I'll give you an example. I mean, tomorrow's guaranteed to no one, right? So when somebody calls you up, you got to jump on that right then and there.
Talk louder.
As a fighter, you should always be in shape. You should. I said, as a fighter, you should always be in shape, right? So that's your job, that's your profession, and there's no days off, right? So when that phone call rings, you got to be ready. I mean, if you call yourself a professional fighter, you got to be professional about it. There was an occasion where I got a phone call to go fight somebody on Showtime, and I wasn't in shape. But I knew if I didn't take that fight, I might never get a call again. So I took the fight and I dropped from a certain amount of weight. to go fight this guy. I lost like 30 pounds in 9 days, and I don't regret it one bit. And I'll never mention who it was. It doesn't matter because he beat the best that I had to offer that day. And I will never diminish his victory or my defeat for that matter because of weight or because I wasn't ready. A fighter should always be ready. And that was my fault, not his or anyone else's.
You know what?
Yeah.
I totally get what you're saying, and I know Lady Ram, you probably have had in your past some opportunities too that kind of just popped up. And I remember you telling me something about a fight in particular where you know weren't the weight that you needed to be, but you made it work. So can you elaborate on some of these incidents?
Well, I can think of a lot of instances. I went to China. They called me after they bumped me just several months, and then they called me. I think it was in 2 weeks, and I went to China and fought because they had the stacks for me. There was another one. I think it was in Canada. It was a 72-hour notice against Shirley Burton. She was a good friend of mine now. And I was on that plane in 48 hours. And it was my birthday weekend. I think I probably had alcohol in my system. But I went and fought on TV. It was a I went and fought and, got a majority loss. But just imagine, I already know what would happen if they, I was a fill-in, no big deal. And then there was Gwendolyn O'Neal is the last person that I retired with the KO. And they went through 3 approved opponents. I wasn't even on the flyer, and that was in Florida, in Fort Myers. And they called me, and I showed up, and I took a split loss. So, I mean, like Danny said, you have to be ready. Sometimes we do take time off for personal reasons, but, as a professional fighter, if you decide to take that fight, you have to accept whatever the results are as well. So, and I did that. No, it was no regret at all.
Well, you are being a little, just a little bit secretive there because you left out the part where you actually got your revenge on Miss Gwen on that 10K boxing card. So you left out the main point is that you came back and got that revenge on her by getting the W. And remember, Lady Ram was dropping bombs. Like I'm thinking this is like some type of retirement, farewell type of fight, and y'all was slugging it out, dog.
Well, I felt on that fight, and I know people don't know this, and I'm not saying that it's like fighters should not do this, but we sometimes make irrational decisions because there's adrenaline. But I kind of had to stop training for that fight. I was trying to be in full gear. I had was it pull hamstring? Yeah, I think I had a pull hamstring on the other leg because I had already pulled one side, and so I was just babying that. I couldn't run like I normally do. I had to kind of do a little quick walk. So I said if I'm not gonna cancel the fight, but what I did have to do is I had to finish the fight. So I think with everything that I was presented with, I had to make the best of that situation, and I think I did, right?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, but I like a boxer. I know Sonny is getting a lot of flack right now because he had a loss against White Chocolate. He did break his hand, first of all, and I know that he could have beat White Chocolate had he been a full 100%. But the point is that he's taking these opportunities. He's taking chances. You can't be scared. That's what I like about Sonny Duvison. When he was doing local shows and I interviewed him, he said he would fight anybody. And guess what? He meant that because he takes a fight. And I mean, that's something to be given credit.
I want to say something about that.
Yes.
Sonny fought for me about 5 or 6 times. And that kid, even though people say he lost his last 5 fights, he's been ranked higher every single time because of who he fought. He has not gone backwards. He could have fought 5 regular fighters and still not be ranked as high as he's ranked now. And the way he lost, he didn't get destroyed. He got hurt or he got injured, but he still performed at a high level. his future's not done. His future's well bright. But for Danny's sake, I'm excited because once I go to Colombia, then we're gonna have some of those fighters Danny has come to Florida and fight in one of our shows. So I'm excited at the possibilities that we're gonna be doing business together going forward.
Ooh, I can't wait. Yeah. And Danny, are these two of your boxers right here that's with you now?
This is my fighter, Daniel Castano. He's making his pro debut this Saturday. And nice. This is his manager, my partner here, Snap Management, out of Ocala, Florida, all the way in Colombia.
What's up? Ocala in the house.
Nice. Hello. There you go.
Wow, it's nice to meet you guys, and I can't wait to see you on the card this Saturday night. And it is going to be an actual live stream that you can see this fight, including Taz's. So, I mean, what's the information for that, guys? Where can we find that live stream?
I think Jesus has all that information. You might want to ask him.
Yeah, once we confirm everything with the internet and the whole 9 yards, we'll pre-test everything at the weigh-ins. And once everything works, then we'll put out the link at the weigh-ins. If we run into any difficulty or issues, then we'll record the whole event and then upload it when we come back.
Okay. All right, that sounds like a wonderful plan to me, but I'm hoping I see it live. Maybe there'll be a secret or a surprise or two, right, Tito? You never know where Boxing Playhouse might show up.
Right.
Okay, guys. I want to hear about the boxer that Danny. I forgot his name that quick. What's his name again? That's beside you.
Daniel Castano. He's a young man. He's in his early 20s. He's making his pro debut. He was into kickboxing. He went all the way to Thailand, and he came out first in his weight class. I mean, just courageous guy. Couldn't go with him. He went by himself and pulled the victory. And he came and told me, he said, listen, I want to go pro. And that's what, we're going to do it on Saturday. He's going to go to work. He doesn't speak great English. I like that
name too. I like that Castano. That's a highly unique boxing name. What do you have a moniker? Does he have a moniker, like a nickname?
I'm gonna tell you, he destroys everything, man. Daniel the Destroyer Castano. He fractured my finger. We were working the mitts, and he fractured my finger. And I'm like, I was about to hit him in the head with the bat.
Holy crap. What weight division are we talking here? Tell me what's up. I got to know.
What weight division?
He fights at the 135-pound class.
Oh, the lightweight division, baby. Oh, that's trouble. That's problems. I mean, there's plenty of work at lightweight. Who does he most remind you of as a boxer?
I'm sorry?
Who does he most remind you of as a boxer?
Well, I misinformed you guys. What it is, this weekend, another first, we're doing mixed martial arts and boxing. So we're going to have him making his pro debut in the mixed martial arts aspect of things. He's a great boxer, but he's going to do mixed martial arts. That's just what he loves. That's his cup of tea.
Okay, I mean, I understand that, but we might have to just, steal him over here with the boxers. I mean, because, this is boxing fam right here. We might have to do a little conversion for a minute so we can see what's up with Castano. I mean, I needs to know.
Porque tú no lo pones en boxeo, mejor que a comercial. No me gusta. He prefers to box. He doesn't, he prefers to do MMA. He does boxing. He does very well, but he prefers the MMA.
You just said he broke your finger.
He does spar with Alex, and he spars with my other champ, Lewis.
Well, you just said he broke your finger, so that's making me feel like he got a lot of power that can be beneficial for boxing. Lady Ram, you had something to say, baby?
He does. Being a kickboxer. I'm going to tell you something real quick. I fought this guy from Tampa. His name was Orlando Rivera. And I fought him, and I underestimated him. He beat me, right? And this guy has some incredible stamina because I think it was the kickboxing or something. Like I just said, like the guy has like a few pro fights, but no one really looked at his pro kickboxing record. And the guy had some incredible strength in his legs, some incredible endurance. And he's very similar to Daniel. Daniel has a lot of endurance because he has really strong legs.
Okay. Strong legs equals power.
Yes.
Right, Lady Ram?
I agree. Definitely, I agree.
Very strong.
What were you about to say, Lady Ram, about the
He's gonna put on a show. He's gonna put on a show. I'm sorry?
Oh no, I didn't have anything to say about that. I was telling Taz something, but no, I didn't have anything to say. But I applaud him for being like a dual, athlete where he can, flip flop between MMA and boxing. So, yeah, I applaud to you.
Laura, I got a question for Laura, baby.
Thank you.
Okay, hit it with it.
Laura, Clarissa Shields coming off her first MMA loss. Would you rather see her just stick with boxing or just go back and forth?
Oh, she would take that moment to freeze up.
I will answer that for you.
Okay, go ahead, Tito.
I think she should do both.
Okay.
And I think, when somebody loses a fight, it's not losing the way she lost. It's more so as a learning experience. She's never done it before. She's been practicing, and going against a sport with top female fighters that's been doing this pretty much all their lives. For her to perform the way she's doing in a short period of time, you can almost see how special she become. So I would say, hey, listen, she can do it. Keep doing it.
Right. Now, Lady Ram, you want to answer that question?
Yeah, I think just she needs to continue to work on her ground game. I don't know their schedule to move her. Maybe it's all about the money. But I definitely continue to work on her ground game. We know her pound game is on point, but she definitely, you have to be able to work your ground game. I have a little experience on ground game. I just never was able to make it manifest at the MMA because at 39 they say I was too old. So but she needs to work on her ground game just a little bit more, and maybe just just study whatever athletes out there, and maybe hook up with a wrestling coach as well. So there you go.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, her stand-up game is already great. So now just concentrate more on the disciplines of, the wrestling aspects.
Yeah.
Taz, have you ever thought about switching over to MMA for a few fights?
Actually, yes, and I've had actual interesting conversation with Radia, the most dangerous woman in the world. So yes, it's an option that I've always looked into, but we're just gonna wait and see what happens with that.
That's for Dia Cheetah Gibbs, by the way. For Dia Cheetah Gibbs, she's kickboxing. No, she's not MMA. She's kickboxing.
Right. Well,
kickboxing. All of these opportunities are opening up more for females in boxing. I'm just advocating for certain fighters of ladies to be included in top prize fighting with the pay and with the opportunities that the male counterparts have in this country. I was talking to Chevelle one time, and she did mention how many fights that you and her, Lady Ram, used to have outside of the country. And it was very rare for you guys to be inside your home country fighting. Right. And I feel like we should be further in that than we are now. Even though I love the idea of a whole new audience like Tito and Danny have created for this Colombia fight, because it does allow you to grab more fans from another region of the world. So I do like that aspect of going to Colombia. And I believe that Colombia is going to be the new hot spot. We got 4 fights right now. And, it's going to be, they are going to be on BoxRec. It's acknowledged. It's a real boxing commission there. Like, this ain't no fly down and get a quick win type stuff like it used to be back in the day. Like this is legit.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, hey, I praise Danny. I praise Danny and his team.
Say that again, Tito.
I say I praise Danny and his team. They're good people, and there's a lot of hard work that he's doing behind the scenes. And sometimes people don't appreciate the hard work a promoter does to do this. But it's Danny and the people he has around him, they're doing an amazing job, and we're excited to be a small part of it.
Mm-hmm. I know, and I can't wait because I've done 4 times. I got to go. I got to go like at least 3. I don't. But I want to know, Tito, first from you, and then from Lady Ram and Taz. What is it that you guys really want to do in Colombia besides the fight? Like, is there something that you guys just have on your list? Like, I want to at least try this, or I want to eat that. Like, do you guys have something in mind?
You want to go first, Taz?
I'll go first. That's fine. Thank you. Honestly, of course, I want to try the food. Of course, I've heard it's beautiful over in Colombia as well. So if I get the chance to see some of the scenery, honestly, I love forestry, and I know that it's a lot of that over there. So whatever they have that's tourist, friendly, and then I'm all the way for.
Chaz, are you gonna go dancing too?
Oh yeah, I love dancing.
Yeah, that's what Taz is known for, right? You told us that last show.
Yes.
You gotta pick up on them Latino moves, girl.
Oh yes, got a little razzle dazzle up in there.
Lady Ram, what about you? What are you looking forward to?
Well, since I'm a retired heavyweight, it has to be the food, cultural food. So I'm looking forward to experiencing that. But just I'm really, after this fight, I have to turn right back around and focus on, and we both have to focus on, as well as Tito, focus on the upcoming events, like on November 19th and 20th. So I'll try to enjoy myself, but I know me, I usually just, just business, a little pleasure, and then right back to business. So, that's kind of where I'll be, right back on the plane, right back, trying to put together a strategy for the next, for the next thing until we could kind of take a break from the, the upcoming
you just
holiday.
Got that mode. You in the killer mode, huh?
Say it again.
You on that killer mode, huh?
Not necessarily killer mode. Just have to move strategically with Tito. He's he's allowing me.
She didn't catch it.
What?
You didn't look at Danny's shirt. You didn't catch it. Danny, show her your shirt again.
Killing it. Oh, I couldn't see it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I couldn't see it. No, but Tito has given us a little liberty to move, with his approval of opponents. And so it's not, it's not that we're in the killer mode. We just have a strategy, and that's just what it is. And so she has the opportunity to fight in front of her. You wanna talk about that? I think it's fitting for Carisse to talk about it. So about fighting in Kentucky.
Right, with my family. That's actually where my mother was. Well, my mother and her family, everybody was born and raised in Lexington, Kentucky. So I'm very excited. They're very excited. My aunt, it was actually her birthday not too long ago in October. And she said, well, when are you coming up here to fight? I said, well, actually, we've been working on something to get that title fight up there. So they're actually really excited and waiting for information. So I can't wait.
Yes.
Well, I hope everything works out for you guys. Tito, you included. I want to know, Tito, what you want to eat, what you want to do. Colombia, baby.
I'm gonna be probably in the hotel room working. I got a lot of fighters, a lot of different promoters that God blessed me with that I'm working with to pull this stuff off behind the scenes in the next 2 months. But I'm open to whatever Danny wants to take me to and tells me it's good. I trust Danny.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, Danny, it's on you. What kind of food are you about to feed these people? We from Florida. We home fed. We got to have some good food.
Listen, first and foremost, my man can tell you, we're going to get a steak about this big.
Oh, wow.
You ain't going to be able to see the plate. It's ridiculous. Look, I'm a fat kid inside, and I've been fighting to get out, and now it's out. I eat everything, everywhere, every day, no matter what. That's my hobby now. That's what I do is eat.
Okay. Well, I like y'all Colombian rice a lot. I like that Colombian flavor when it comes to the rice. And I also I thought for sure that you were gonna put Tito and Lady Ram on that zip line. I mean, I know they famous for the zip lining.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
They were talking about the scenery.
I'll take it.
No, Carisse.
No.
We live in a bowl. It's like it's called the valley. We're surrounded by mountains. So in any direction you look, there's a mountain. And it's a real. When you wake up in the morning, you open up your shades, you look out and you see a mountain. It's absolutely beautiful.
And no humidity.
Oh, and no humidity.
Oh, and no humidity. Oh, that's nice. Now I love that. I could get rid of my asthma with that one. I mean, but I know they some
cool.
zip lining for these folks. I mean, y'all ain't taking no chances.
No.
Oh no.
You
We got to
you got to do one risk taking thing.
Oh, that's us flying there.
Oh my goodness.
I'll just feed
Daddy,
it.
what's in Tulu? What's Tulu known for? I mean, you guys have a city flower or what is it known for?
It honestly is known for music. It's called the salsa capital of Latin America. It's known for music. So that's kind of like what this general area is known for. It's very safe. It's beautiful. I wouldn't have moved here if it wasn't. I didn't even speak Spanish when I moved here. So that's, to be totally honest with you, I learned how to. This guy spoke more Spanish than I did 6 years ago, and I learned to speak Spanish and write it and stuff. So it's very safe. They're gonna have a great time. Something I'd like to get too involved in, but the color of your skin matters nothing here. It matters nothing. It's just who you are and what you are, which is a breath of fresh air.
I'm down with that. Yes.
Yes.
I'm down with that. Now, I just got one little small problem that, when I be looking at my documentaries and everything, Tito and Taz, I be seeing things on Colombia, and it's kind of like things that I don't like to deal with. It's called critters. It's called snakes, and it's called insects I never seen before. Tito and Taz, y'all got y'all insect spray? You need your repellent? What's up? Y'all ready to travel to Colombia?
What they'll need is a little bit just mosquito spray. I mean, it's really not a problem. We're in the midst of winter. Winter here is like 75 degrees, 80 degrees. So you're not going to have any problems with any bugs or anything like that. What you're going to get here is people staring at you because you're a foreigner and they're going to be intrigued by you. It's not being rude. They just want to look at you like, wow, look, I wonder who that person is. So everyone's going to be staring at you, and everybody's going to be wanting to ask you questions. And they're very friendly, but they're going to stare at you a lot. So don't feel uncomfortable because you're just different and you're a foreigner, and it intrigues them. That's the only thing. So if you want to bring some spray, bring some staring spray, because that's about the best thing. That's about the only thing you're going to need.
So we ain't got to see no big spiders or nothing like crazy, huge over there, nothing, right?
I don't live by the rainforest.
Okay. All right. I'm down then. I'm good. I had to do my checklist of things I cannot encounter in my life.
Mm-hmm. So hey guys, just remember January 5th in Orlando, Florida.
When Jesus
Showbox
gets here after
and
the fight,
TNK gonna be doing the show.
I'm gonna go take Carisse. I'm gonna take Lady Ram. I'm gonna take my man Jesus. If y'all want some steak or whatever, like I'm telling you, me, you, Ram, and Jesus will all go out to eat. And what we'll spend, like $20?
What? Wow. There.
I might need to move there because
listen, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. My friend here, we go out to eat, and he's like blown away by the price of food because food is almost given away. But the reality of it is everything is just grown here, so it's a lot less expensive and it's fresh. You're gonna taste the difference in the food.
Oh yes, I love my foot. What's their favorite vegetable over there? Like as far as a green vegetable.
Well, they have this fruit. I wouldn't say a vegetable, but they have this fruit here, and I don't even know how to say it in English because I just learned it when I got here. It's called lulada. Lulada. Oh my God, it's like a mouth-watering experience when you drink this juice. It's incredible.
Make
And
it good shampoo.
oh, and there's another drink that he likes is a punch. It's called shampoos, and it has a whole bunch of fruits in it. It's really delicious, and I've never seen that anywhere else in the world. I've been around the world like Lady Ram. I've never seen these type of fruits anywhere else.
Yummy. Oh, I can't wait. I know you guys are going to have to try that fruit for me and allow me to know how it's going to taste. Now, Danny, while you were giving us that information, Tito was mentioning something about he tried to drop a damn bomb in this conversation. Talking about some, did I hear Showbox in Orlando?
Yeah, Showbox and TNK coming to
I'm
Orlando,
sorry?
Florida, January 5th. Arietta is fighting main event on Showbox in Orlando.
Whoa!
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And this is not we coming on the B side. This is
I didn't hear
Showbox
that.
and
I can't
TNK
hear
doing the
him.
show together.
I like
Okay,
that
Danny.
right there.
Tito Escalera, he just announced that one of his boxers, Mr. Arietta, is going to be fighting on Showbox
Main event.
as the main event and as the A side. Congratulations. I mean, that is huge news. You got Taz going to Columbia. You got Taz going to Columbia. You got a boxer going to Atlanta. You got people fighting in Ocala, like Team Ocasio. And then you got Arietta from Puerto Rico fighting as the main event in Orlando on Showbox at the beginning of the year. This shit is amazing. I'm done. I am done with Tito for tonight.
Listen, I need to stop because
you done hid this too long from me. You know
listen, I gotta stop because my wife is gonna divorce me because I gotta after this break I gotta spend time with my wife. Because she's been the world
she
to
done
me.
put up with a whole lot, baby.
Yes, she
we
has.
can't have that. You're gonna have to take her on a serious excursion.
Yes, you're right.
Wow,
She
this is
deserves it.
crazy. Is Kalia gonna go with you to Columbia?
No, she won't be able to for travel restriction reasons, but hopefully down the road she will.
Oh, okay. Well, we understand that. I wanted her to be able to. Well, she can just go with us when we go too. So it could be the four of us getting in trouble. I mean, I got to see. Don't you want to see them salsa dance? Kalia and Jesus.
Yeah, I like to see that.
I gotta see Emilio do it with his shoes.
And he might have to leave them gold shoes home. Taz, I was thinking about it. You might have to leave them gold shoes home right now.
Yeah, we're packing light this time.
Yes, very light.
Yeah, really light.
Taz, do you know a whole lot about your opponent?
Not too much. No, I don't.
Okay.
Danny, fill us in.
I think there's one fight that I had.
I'll let her know. I'm with Team Brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's
Team Ram. Okay.
I like the
she's a short
Danny
little
found
girl,
this.
a little scrappy.
Yep.
She's gonna come straight at her, and she's gonna get hit a lot. That's what I predict. A lot of pain.
I mean, Taz is in our highlight reel now. When we take commercials, man, she's in our highlight reel. As a matter of fact, I want to take a break so she can see how we have her in the highlight reel.
Uh-oh.
We didn't take it out yet. No, we did not take it out yet. Brittany, I hope you are listening because I want to see this commercial so Taz can see how we are repping her with this video.
Oh.
I mean, my God, that jab was so amazing. It just set up everything, and you got full extension on it too, Taz. I mean, did y'all even? I mean, is this a move that you guys went, and actually practiced beforehand, or did it just like kind of happen in the moment?
It honestly is something that's always like your jab is that's traditional. That's boxing. You always start off with your jab. So I just followed protocol, and it just happened that way.
Yeah, she jumped in. She jumped in like that wasn't the plan. That was not the plan.
You say that every time, Lady Ram. You say it's not the plan every time.
It was not the plan, but you can't control. I mean, you can't control a boxer no matter how much. We don't have the remote control to control the boxer. So whatever, whatever her perspective was in that ring, if she saw that she could get out of there in a matter of seconds, who am I to say not to get out of there in a matter of seconds? So she just did. She handled her business.
Okay, we lost your audio, Lady Ram. You faded out on us, Lady Ram. We couldn't hear the rest of that. Oh, we still couldn't hear her. Tito, what did you think when you saw that that wonderful young lady laid out like that?
I'll be honest with you. I think
she was a real warrior.
No, listen. When I made that fight with Joey, I thought that was going to be the toughest fight Taz was going to fight to date, because the lady just went with Little Tyson and went to decision with her, Faber. And so I thought this was a good test for Taz. And the young lady came out firing, and Taz was composed and threw her punches straight, and she landed them clean. And she caught her before she can get caught. And I think Taz really held herself. Even after it, she was composed, real professional, concerned about the fighter. But when she was in the ring, she had to do what she had to do. And so it was a good fight for both ladies. It just they both went firing, and Taz did what she had to do.
Taz, how many views that video got now?
Oh, we still can't hear you guys. I don't know what happened. You were talking, Lady Ram, and then it just went out. Maybe somebody tried to call in and messed up the audio.
Okay, how's that?
Oh, there you go. We got you back now. Well, how many views did you think?
240 or maybe 50 something.
Wow.
Okay, awesome, man. Love it when a plan comes together.
Hey, Boxing PlayHouse. I actually was just Googling her name to see if there was anything written or like shown that pops up. And if you do a Google search for YouTube, so they added her every month. This one entity creates a monthly knockout reel, and so she was in that August knockout reel. I forwarded her the link, but they had 20 knockouts of August 2021. She was the 20th. She was the last one. So I just yesterday.
Wow, I didn't even know about that, but congratulations on that. Yes.
That was actually added. So
well, Tito was saying that he thought it was going to be a very competitive fight, right?
Yes, honestly did. I was expecting to go the full 4 rounds with her. Based on even what just Tito just said, she went against Tyson Faber, and she went all 4 rounds. So I was ready to go forward with her, and everything that happened really was unexpected. So
yeah, I mean, I really didn't see that outcome happening in the first round so quick too, because of that record that she had. So kudos to you, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen in Colombia. Let's go ahead and get Danny up here so he can tell the Colombians exactly where they need to go in order to get their tickets and actually attend the fight card that night. Danny.
Hey, how many fights Danny has fighting that night?
Mind if I speak in Spanish?
Yes, please.
Ok, bueno, la velada va a ser este sábado, noviembre 6. para que vea a todos los boxeadores de Estados Unidos, a Carisse Brown, a los muchachos aquí de Tuluá, a Taino Sosa, a Ciblas de Durán. Este sábado los tickets dan a 50, 30 y 20. Se puede comprar en el gimnasio Boxeo y Más o puede llamar 316-823-6250 para los tiquetes. Ya saben, vamos a tener un espectáculo increíble. Apoya a Carisse Brown, que va a pelear aquí por la primera vez, mujeres boxeo, aquí en Tuluá. Boxeo y Más. Boxing Playhouse Latino.
Yes.
Boxeo in Casa de Greos. We love it. Daddy, you got that Latin on lock now, don't you?
I've been working on it a long time. 6 years I've been over here. So, when I first came here, it was a struggle. People looked at me like I was an alien. Like, how do you not speak Spanish? Your last name is Santiago, But you need to sink or swim.
Now tell us, how many people do speak English? I mean, for Tito and Carisse and Lady Ram, like about what percentage of the people there can understand English?
I would say about 20%.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Depending where you're at. I mean, in my gym, my kids, all my guys speak Spanish. Alex speaks Spanish, so I make them speak English. I teach them English, and I make them talk to me in English so they can learn. So where I live at, in the area where I live at, there's a few people that speak English. I live in a pretty decent neighborhood where I live at, so a lot of people speak. There's a lot of Americans around there. But for the majority, about 20% speak about English.
Wow, that is very interesting. I like that culture, and I like the fact that, anywhere they go, they probably are going to run into someone that can, understand the language. So you're not totally left out there. But you also will be with them as their, formal hostess with the mostest. So I think they'll be okay.
Host or CNI dog, whatever you want to call me.
Oh, no. All right. So,
I speak
guys.
fluent food.
Amen.
We're going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight, but we got to get through these two topics that we were talking about earlier, since it is a fight week, baby. We got Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez. I need your predictions, and I need to know how them predictions are going to happen. And who wants to go first?
KO 7th or 8th round.
Ladies first.
Canelo.
Ladies.
Yeah, ladies first. Go.
I would say, definitely root for the underdog Plant. But I think Canelo is gonna pull it off. I don't think that the world will allow Canelo to lose.
I hear that politics talking in that. Okay. Yes. Okay, Tess.
I love Canelo. He's my favorite. And yes, Plant is the underdog, and he's one of my new favorites. But boy, Canelo a little bit more seasoned chicken than Plant, so I believe Canelo gonna win that one.
All right, Danny, it's time for your prediction.
I'm ashamed to say that I don't know much about Caleb Plant until probably about this year, but I've been following Canelo for a while. Traveling to Mexico quite a bit. The kid is just, he went in there with Floyd when he was very young, and Floyd took him to school a little bit, but I think he learned a few lessons, and he came out of it a better fighter. And he's just he's up the top of the food chain. I just don't think anybody can take him right now.
Absolutely, and also we'd like your friend, the manager. I forgot his name. I'm so sorry.
Benjamin
we want his
Burke.
prediction too.
I just in the way things are going, I don't think anyone's going to stop Canelo right now. He just has it in the, I think it's going to go about 10. Because you asked for where I think it's going to go. I think it's stoppage at 10.
Ooh.
Okay, we got a stoppage at 10. We got a stoppage at 7 or 8. We got Lady Ram and Taz just saying Caleb Plant really ain't got no chance. Emilio, who you got?
I got Canelo in 9.
Canelo in 9. Well, wow.
Body shot.
To the body.
No.
That body.
Yeah, that left hook.
Left to the body.
Okay. I mean, right now I'm undecided officially on my my prediction. However, I am leaning with Caleb Plant, guys.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that?
No.
What you trying to say? Okay, I know my boxing. What I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is, it's been a while since Canelo has actually fought someone that really gave him a challenge. So that makes you kind of, a little lackluster there. And I'm also thinking Caleb Plant, we really don't know his skill level, but I can guarantee you it's a lot better than people feel like it is. And then also the fact that he has a secret weapon, guys. He has Andre Ward helping him with his strategy. And we just saw what Andre Ward did for strategy when it came to Shakur 2 weeks ago now. So I'm feeling kind of a little like he got a chance. I just don't know how much of a chance because we don't know what level either of these boxers are really at, because one has not fought up to the level of competition that they should be at for quite a number of years. Their last real touch of class in the ring with them was Triple G to me. I don't count Cole because Cole came in to lose. He said, I don't think I'm going to win before the fight even started.
Wow.
Cole is like a great jabber. We never saw him jab in the whole fight, but maybe 2 or 3 times. Come on now. Does that sound like you're going in to win? No. Smith, he goes and runs up to the rope. Every time he gets off the rope, he runs back to the ropes. Yildirim, need I say anything? These are a lot of opponents, guys, that do not test you and make you a better boxer. So, Canelo has improved since Floyd, most definitely. And I do see him with better power than Plant. But there are a couple of things that can kill power, and that's quickness. And that's why he's known as Sweet Hands. So with that being said, I think we're going to have a real banger of a fight coming up Saturday night. And I can't wait for everything but the pay-per-view bill.
And that banger of a fight is going to be Carisse Brown.
Yeah, Canelo and Carisse.
All right, make it happen. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next subject is the Rolly replacement, Baby Tyson Pitbull, also known as Isaac Cruz, is now fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. Is he ready for a step up to that magnitude right now? And did he do the right thing by going ahead and taking that opportunity and stepping up his class level to be on a world-class stage? Let's start with Tito Escalera on this question. We're going to go around this circle.
Well, I think he's doing what a boxer's supposed to do. He's taking the opportunity that's given to him. And it's up to him to take it and run with it. I can't knock him for that. I mean, he could have easily said no like everybody else says. So let's see what happens.
All right. Lady Ram?
And I haven't invested too much time into the fighter, so for me to even speak on, but for him to even agree to fight a fighter such as Tank, I mean, maybe he have a third ball or something I don't know about. So like Dana was saying earlier, sometimes like you don't want to give up that opportunity. Sometimes it's just about the opportunity, and that might be the pinnacle of his career. So it might not be the pinnacle, but you never know unless you step up. So kudos to him for even taking the fight.
Okay, Taz, your thoughts?
I'm very excited to see this fight because everybody's been running from Gervonta Davis, and for him to step up when everybody's running, boy, I can't wait to see this. And in the end of it, even if he does lose, it's going to do nothing but benefit him in the long run. He took up that step up, had the courage to face that fighter, and that's going to make him better like Canelo did with Floyd. So,
Okay. I like that. I like that analysis a lot. I do, and I hope it lives up to everything that he can experience and more than he ever thought possible. Because sometimes it'd be about the payday when you decide to do things, but then later you realize, damn, that was the best move I could have made for experience, for timing, for learning different tricks to the trade, for exposure. Like there's so many different attributes that you can get when you decide to fight somebody on the level as a Gervonta Tank Davis. He's going to have a lot of fans, and they're paying fans. They like to see his KOs. This guy has power as well. So he has the opportunity to gain a lot of fans when he fights Tank. Let's go ahead. Danny Santiago, what do you think?
Well, Tank, like everybody he reminds everybody of Mike Tyson, a little Tyson, right? Very aggressive. Although he's a southpaw, he moves around a little bit and all that. But he's a power puncher, and I've seen Tank mature a lot in these last year or so. You can even see the way he speaks and he does interviews. He's very focused. This guy Pitbull, I commend him for taking the challenge and stepping up to the plate. If you want to compare Mike to Tank, I'm sure Tank is real focused, and hopefully they won't pull a Buster Douglas on him, because let's not forget what happened to them when he took a Buster kind of like, But I think it's Tank all the way. I mean, I'm a big fan of the way he fights. I'm a big fan of the way his work ethic is. I've seen him train, and I just think that right now, he's the top dog. I mean, he's just, I think he's ready to take that torch and just pass it, move forward and go into greater and bigger things. Nothing against Isaac. He's a fighter, and anybody has a puncher's chance when you get in there. But Tank is a whole different animal.
All right. And now, manager extraordinaire Ocala, what you got?
Like everyone said, he's taking the fight on short notice. So you got to commend him for that. And I don't think any fighter ever wakes up and says, I think I'm going to get my ass whooped today. I think everyone steps into the ring and they got a chance. So he's going to step in and he's going to give it what he's got, and it's going to help his career. And like Danny said, sometimes you only get one chance to answer that phone. And when you take that call, you're going to step up, and he's doing what he needs to do. So from a growth standpoint, it's phenomenal. From a promotional standpoint, it's phenomenal. And a lot of people that didn't know his name before are certainly going to know it now. So that's never going to hurt you.
Okay. I like that answer. We might have to have him on more often. You know that?
Right.
Yeah, he just sounds really professional right there. I like that one. All right. We might have to make Danny and him a show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boxing Playhouse. Danny
I'm trying to get him to sponsor. I'm trying to get him to sponsor you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's up? We need these sponsorship dollars now. Come on. We need to be down there with you guys so we can promote these boxes in a different, special way that only Boxing Playhouse can do. Right, Ted?
That's right. So they right, Ted?
Yes, right.
I'm gonna say I'm glad I got a chance to meet Taz and them on this way, because I have, unfortunately, an event back in Ocala, so I won't be here for this fight. I came out here to help everything, make sure everything was ready to go. So I'm gonna miss seeing you guys. So, I met you at the Hall of Fame when Danny was there.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I'll meet you guys on our paths across again sometime. But have a good fight and enjoy. You're gonna enjoy it out here, and the food is phenomenal.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Oh yeah, yes, you gotta come back. You gotta meet us down there because it's gonna be on and popping when we get there.
Listen, I'll be back here December fights, a January fight, a February fight. So just make one of those 3-year trip.
Okay.
He just came down here to help me out with the ring. I built my own ring, and he helped me out. He came down here to help me finish it up, cut the last little details and stuff like that.
Say hi to my guys.
And say hi to his guys and make sure his guys are ready. But he's leaving tomorrow. He's going back to Florida tomorrow.
Okay.
Do you want to go back? That's how we know. Like, are you ready to go home?
Wow, there's people listening. So yes, I'm ready to go home.
I mean, I heard a real pause in that situation there. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but it was a pause. Like, I might like to stay.
I have
here.
another. No, I have another business and we have a big event going on this weekend, so I have to be there for that. But if that event wasn't there, I would be here. And we almost thought about canceling that event so I could stay here.
Oh wow, okay. Well, I mean it's big, it's getting big time, baby. We finna make Columbia that Tulu. Hello. I would make everybody say Tulu.
Listen,
we got two champions on this card.
Me and Tito, when I met Tito, I heard a lot about him over the years. And when I like to call him Jesus, but when I met Jesus, I just felt a good connection. I know that not only with the shows here in Colombia that we're going to go move forward with, but him and I have already been talking. If I could drop a little bit of a hint here, we're going to do some stuff in Florida. And I'm really looking forward to building a big and long and lasting relationship with TK Promotions.
All right, I can't wait because I want to see that Alex, baby. Right. I like him. I got to see him in action, Tito. Hopefully you can help make that happen here in the Tampa Bay area, because we need to show some of these boxers around here how you win, baby. And I know he'll do it.
Yeah. Sakura, real quick. He manages this kid. His name is Luis Tenorio. I turned him pro in a 6-round fight against a guy who had about 30 fights, his pro debut, and blew him out the box. This weekend, he's fighting a guy 7-1. He's only got 5 fights, and he's already been scheduled for a 10-round fight. He's the truth. If you like Alex, you'll like this kid just as well. The Matrix. I mean, he's unbelievable. That's his fighter, and he's 20 years old. Just turned 20 years old. An absolute monster. He has a little guy syndrome, so he's 125 pounds, and he wants to be 225. So he goes in there and beats everybody the hell up.
Wow.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see him too. It sounds like he's exciting.
All of them.
Yeah, they're all unbelievable, man. They're just.
You started them with a 6 round. When I came here, I found the diamond in the rough.
I'm sorry?
Did you start him with a 6 rounder too?
I look, if I'm a trainer kid, I learned this from Sugar Ray Leonard when I was on the Contender. I'm a trainer kid. And if he's in good shape and he's got the goods and he really has the goods, I'm not trying to, excuse my language, but I'm not trying to train no bitches. I'm training fighters. I'm training men. And if they're ready to fight, I'm going to put them to fight in a 6-round fight, because they're going to fight the same guy in a 4-round fight that they would in a 6-round fight. So I just put them in there. Either you sink or swim. I'm going to find out if you're really up for it or you're not. And all my boys, I don't put them in there soft. I don't believe in fighting guys with an 0-10. I don't do that. That's not my forte. I'm not here to take the long cut. I'm not trying to make my money off these kids, but I'm not going to here to waste my time, because money can't buy time. I can never replace my time. So I put my boys in there for real. I'm like, and I don't know if Jesus agrees with this, but you're only young once and you're only hungry once. So once these kids start getting comfortable and start sleeping in silk drawers, it's a wrap. There's nothing to do with it. So you gotta
Daddy, you had them silk drawers on when he won.
I stopped doing certain things. When I got to like 17 and 18 and 0, I started getting, I have a big head, but figuratively I had a big head. And when I got to like 17, 18 and 0, man, it was just like, I started getting comfortable, and I wasn't fighting to win. I was fighting I wasn't training to win. I was training not to lose. And there's a big difference. So that's why I train my boys really hard. I don't make any excuses. They better be on time. They better put the work in.
All right. I mean, I believe you. I mean, you getting me all hype for Saturday's fight. What is it? Oh, I can't say it now. Damn it. You got me so excited. It's Nacho or Noche de Boxeo.
Noche de Boxeo.
Noche de Boxeo. I'm right. I'm getting it. Damn it. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Okay, I look Latino. I just, dang it, I didn't get the tongue for it. I'm Southern. I mean, help me here, guys. What do you think? All right, we're gonna see Taz in action, live streaming with TNK Boxing, and we're gonna have Danny Santiago introducing us to Roberto Duran Jr., the fighter he just mentioned as well. And it's going to be amazing opportunity for us to see some of these young, hungry kids from Colombia coming out of the woodworks, ready to get their opportunity for fame and fortune and to help their families. That's what it's all about. And that's why I love boxing. Guys, you've been wonderful tonight. Do I have any more surprises here? Because you guys really gave us a lot of tea tonight. You know what? You holding back anything else? Because you know you're in trouble, right?
I'm too tired. I'm too tired right now. I got to wake up like 5 in the morning to get ready for the flight.
All right. Well, we're gonna let you guys go. Good luck on your fight tonight.
Thank you, Emilio.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome to y'all. Be safe. And Taz, wish you nothing but the best. I know you're gonna come back with a sensational knockout, another highlight reel.
Yes, we definitely think so. And we're gonna send a shout out to Danny over in Tulu. See, it's already working. I'm a marketing genius, right, Lady Ram?
Yes.
Tulu. We're going to Tulu, Colombia tomorrow. You guys have a great flight and safe trip, and we'll see you when you get back. Hopefully, we'll see you right after that win, baby.
Yeah.
Let's toast to Taz. Peace, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for Alicia Baumgartner.
All right. We love you, Boxing Playhouse. Thank you so much.
Love you, Boxing Playhouse. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Love you too.